Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's time for the digital huddle today, and man, I'm excited. We're going to get back into the Rhino Success book in just a minute, but I want to talk about a few housekeeping things first. The first one is Dream Team food. Man, we all love our Dream Team food, don't we? I've said this before. I feel like we are spoiled with an amazing team that just makes homemade good food all the time. My last church, I've never seen anything like this. Our last church was like Sonic breakfast burritos one week and then like donuts the next week, and it was just like this rotation of four things that were all like fast food related pretty much. And I got here and they're like, we do homemade food. I'm like, my goodness, I came to the right place. And so it's so good. I'm so thankful for the people who volunteer to do that. But we have a big team. Every Sunday, there's over 100 people that are eating that food, and from all of us on the campus life teams to worship and production and all those things. A couple of things that we've noticed is that by the time worship and production get a break from all of their run-throughs and things that they do, and they come out to join everyone, a lot of times most of the food is gone. And the reason for that is that we found that there's a lot of people hanging out eating the food that's not serving that day. And so this is just one thing I'm going to ask, is that this is a thank you from all of us that are working together to get this food for you. It's a thank you for serving. And so even though you are on the Dream Team, if you're not serving that day, I'm going to ask that the Dream Team food is not something that you are eating that morning. Like, have some breakfast before you come to church if you're just coming to attend. But if you are serving, it's for you. So if you're serving, eat the food, enjoy the food. That's what it's there for. If you're not serving, go to IHOP, I don't know, Denny's, whatever you want to do, but hit up something else before you get the Dream Team food. So there's enough food for those that are serving that day. I want to make sure that people serving get fed and have a wonderful morning. The next thing is speaking of food, we are in the middle of prayer and fasting right now. So we're probably not eating a whole lot, but we just had a prayer and fasting night this last Wednesday. It was so good. Such a amazing time. Pastor Ben brought a very, very, it was a powerful word, but just the moments that throughout the night we got to, I just remember we're sitting there on our knees and just really seeking God. And it was just a powerful moment that night. And so I want to encourage you, be really seeking God and bringing Him whatever's going on in your life, or be praying for other people in your life. Be a prayer warrior during this time. We got 2 weeks of prayer and fasting. Let's go all in and seek God. And this next Wednesday, we have another Wednesday night prayer and fasting service, and I'll be bringing the message. I'm going to be really unpacking and looking at healing. How can we get a healing in our life, a healing of our heart, our mind, our emotions, our physical healing? Like, what does that look like in the Bible? And I'm going to be unpacking some of that, and then we're going to spend some time praying for those types of needs. And so make sure you're here this Wednesday night and be a part of what God is doing. It is really powerful. It's so good. And so I just want to encourage you to be there. But with all of that said, we're going to get into the Rhino Success right now. I started last week with talking about the Rhino Success, and today what I want to do is I want to talk about the people that you hang out with. Because so many times we want to spend time with other rhinos. We should be spending time with other rhinos, the people who are achieving their goals. They're charging after their goals at least, and they're getting something done. And I want to ask, if you looked at your circle of influence, if you looked at the people that you're spending your time with, are you spending time with the other rhinos, with people who are pushing towards goals and would push you towards your goal? Or are you spending time with cows, people who just allow life to happen to them? You hear things all the time, like phrases like you are who you surround yourself with, or show me your 5 friends and I'll show you your future. And it really is true. People who are quote unquote cows in this book are the people who just allow life to happen to them. They're sitting by and life is happening. But rhinos are those who are charging after their goals. I remember when I was in high school, I went to this really big high school and I was on the basketball team, and our coach really felt like his method for success was for us to be the fastest, most conditioned team. And I remember he would make us just run sprints for days. That was his goal. We had a whole conditioning practice every single day. That's all we did. It was 6 period until an hour after school. I remember every single day, all we did was run during that time. And then he would also have us, we had to go to the practice for the cross country team. Now, we weren't on the cross country team. We just went to their practice and we just ran and ran and ran. He always had us running. And in my view, my perspective of our practices were that I was not a phenomenal runner. It was a lot of running, and I was not the fastest on our entire team. And those cross-country guys, man, they were running laps around me. They were so much faster than me at long distances. And I was always so tired. I felt like I was going to die out there just running and running and running. I was not going to make it. But then we would play a game. And this other team would come into town, and we'd be in this competition. We're playing that game that night. And I was no longer surrounded by the rhinos that I was training with, my teammates and the cross-country guys and all these things. I was around these other people. And all of a sudden, it was so obvious that we were really fast. I felt like I was really fast. I felt like I had all this endurance that they didn't have anymore. See, let me just tell you this. Even if you are the slowest, weakest rhino in the pack that you're training with, at least you're still training with rhinos. And when you get around all the others in this world that are not pushing hard to achieve their goals, you'll all of a sudden begin to see the gaps. See, if you want to be a person who reaches your goals that you have set for this year, for 2025, you need to spend time with doers, with achievers, with people with positive attitudes, people that aren't negative about everything going on. You need to spend your time with the right people. Surround yourself with some rhinos in your life. If you, a rhino, hang out with cows, people who are just allowing life to happen to them, if you spend your time surrounded by cows, let's use a different animal, sloths, anything that is slow moving, right? You'll find yourself becoming complacent. You'll find yourself becoming unsuccessful. You'll find yourself becoming unhappy because you're not reaching the goals that you really, truly wanted to reach. So I want to challenge you to look at the people you're spending your time with. If you want to achieve those goals in your life in 2025, what are the goals? Maybe your goals are to grow closer to God. Okay, what rhinos can you surround yourself with that are growing closer to God? Maybe you want to be more physically fit. Okay, what rhinos can you surround yourself with that are exercising and eating right in 2025? If you want to have a closer family, a better marriage, a better relationship with your kids, what other families can you surround yourself with? What other married couples can you surround yourself with that are fighting for the same thing, that are rhinos charging after similar goals? And what you will find is that you will begin to achieve the goals that you had set. Listen, I can't wait to see you on Sunday. It's going to be a great Sunday here at GC. God has something for all of us, so make sure you are in the house. I'll see you soon.